Good morning, students. I'm Akanksha, your economics teacher. Today we'll solve some multiple choice questions on Introduction to Microeconomics. These are important for your exams, so pay close attention. I'll ask and one of you will answer. So, are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Perfect. Let's start with the first one. What does microeconomics focus on? A. National income. B. Aggregate demand. C. Individual units like households and firms. D. Inflation.
Ma'am, the answer is C. Individual units like households and firms.
Good, Bushra. Now, can you explain why microeconomics focuses on individual units?
Ma'am, microeconomics focuses on individual units because it studies how people and businesses make decisions about things like spending, saving, and producing goods. It helps us understand how small parts of the economy work and how they affect prices and resources.
Great! Let's move to the next question. The central problem of economics arises due to A. Unlimited resources. B. Unlimited wants and limited resources. C. Limited wants and unlimited resources. D. Equal distribution of resources.
Ma'am, the answer is B. Unlimited wants and limited resources.
Correct, Ansh. Can you explain why unlimited wants and limited resources is the central problem of economics?
Ma'am, it's a problem because people always have more wants than the resources available. Since resources are limited, we can't have everything we want and we need to make choices about how to use them.
Good, Ansh. Let's move to the next question. Which of the following is not a basic economic problem? A. What to produce. B. How to produce. C. When to produce. D. For whom to produce.
Ma'am, the answer is C. When to produce.
Correct, Nishant. Can you explain why when to produce is not a basic economic problem?
Ma'am, because the basic economic problems are about deciding what goods to make, how to make them, and who gets them. When to produce is not one of the main concerns in economics.
Good, Nishant. Let's move to the next question. Opportunity cost is A. The cost of labor. B. The cost of all resources. C. The value of the next best alternative foregone. D. The cost of capital.
Ma'am, the answer is C. The value of the next best alternative foregone.
That's right, Bushra. Can you explain what opportunity cost means?
Ma'am, opportunity cost is the value of the thing you give up when you choose something else. For example, if I choose to watch TV instead of studying, the opportunity cost is the study time I gave up.
Alright, let's move to the next question. A market is A. A physical place where goods are sold. B. Any arrangement that allows buyers and sellers to exchange goods and services. C. A place where only essential goods are sold. D. A place where government regulates prices.
Ma'am, the answer is a physical place where goods are sold.
Not quite, Nishant. That's not right. The correct answer is B. Any arrangement that allows buyers and sellers to exchange goods and services. A market isn't just a physical place, it can also be online or any setup where buyers and sellers interact, like shopping websites or local markets. Great try though. Let's move to the next question. Here's the next question. Positive economics is concerned with A. Value judgments. B. What ought to be. C. Descriptive and factual analysis. D. Recommendations for policies.
Ma'am, the answer is B. What ought to be.
Not quite, Bushra. That's not right, beta. The correct answer is C. Descriptive and factual analysis. Positive economics focuses on explaining things as they are based on facts and data without giving opinions or suggesting what should be done. Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am. Positive economics is concerned with descriptive and factual analysis.
Alright, here's the next one. Which of the following is a normative statement? A. The price of petrol has increased by 5%. B. The unemployment rate is 6%. C. The government should reduce taxes. D. Demand and supply determine prices.
Ma'am, the answer is C. The government should reduce taxes.
Good. A normative statement is the government should reduce taxes. Can you explain why?
Ma'am, because normative statements are opinions or suggestions about what should happen. Saying the government should reduce taxes is a judgment, not a fact, so it's normative.
Exactly, Ansh. Normative statements are based on opinions or value judgments, not facts or data. Well done. Let's move to the next question. A PPC production possibility curve shows A. Unlimited resources, B. The trade-off between two goods, C. The demand and supply of goods, D. How prices are determined.
Ma'am, the answer is B. The trade-off between two goods.
Good job, Nishant. That's correct. A PPC shows the trade-off between two goods. It illustrates how producing more of one good means producing less of another due to limited resources. Well done. Here's the next question. Positive economics is concerned with A. Value judgments. B. What ought to be. C. Descriptive and factual analysis. D. Recommendations for policies.
Ma'am, the answer is B. Inefficient utilization of resources.
Correct, Bushra. If a point lies inside the PPC, it means resources are not being fully or efficiently used. It shows that more output could be produced with the available resources. Great job. Let's move to the next question. Microeconomics assumes A. Perfect knowledge of the market by buyers and sellers. B. No scarcity of resources. C. Government intervention in all markets. D. None of the above.
Ma'am, the answer is A. Perfect knowledge of the market by buyers and sellers.
Correct, Nishant. Can you tell me why microeconomics assumes perfect knowledge of the market by buyers and sellers?
Ma'am, it's because microeconomics models ideal situations where both buyers and sellers have all the information they need to make the best decisions. This assumption helps simplify the analysis of how markets work.
Let's move to the next question. In economics, scarcity refers to A. Limited wants, B. Unlimited resources, C. Limited resources and unlimited wants, D. Overproduction.
Ma'am, the answer is C. Limited resources and unlimited wants.
Correct, Bushra. Scarcity happens because we have unlimited wants, but the resources to fulfill those wants are limited. This is the main problem that economics tries to solve. Well done! Let's move to the next question. The slope of the PPC represents A. Marginal utility, B. Opportunity cost, C. Total cost, D. Economic growth.
Ma'am, the answer is B. Opportunity cost.
Correct, Ansh. The slope of the PPC represents the opportunity cost. It shows how much of one good must be given up to produce more of another good. Great job! Let's move forward. If resources are perfectly adaptable for producing both goods, the PPC will be A. Convex, B. Straight line, C. Concave, D. Vertical.
Ma'am, the answer is B. Straight line.
Good! If resources are perfectly adaptable for producing both goods, the PPC will be a straight line. Can you explain why?
Yes, because when resources can easily be used to make either good, we don't lose any efficiency when switching between the two. This means the cost of making more of one good stays the same. So the PPC is a straight line.
Good, Bushra. Next question. A good is considered scarce if A. It has no price, B. Its supply exceeds demand, C. Its demand exceeds supply, D. It is available in abundance.
I think the answer is C. Its demand exceeds supply.
Perfect, Nishant. A good is considered scarce if its demand exceeds supply. Can you explain why?
A good is considered scarce when its demand is greater than the available supply. This means there isn't enough of it to meet everyone's needs or wants, which is what defines scarcity.
Good. Now, class, here's a question for you. Which branch of economics deals with market structures? A. Macroeconomics. B. Microeconomics. C. Behavioral economics. D. Public economics.
Ma'am, the answer is B, microeconomics. Microeconomics branch of economics deals with market structures.
Great! Microeconomics is the right answer? Now, can you tell me why you think that's the answer?
Because microeconomics focuses on individual markets and how businesses operate within them.
Exactly. Microeconomics is all about the behavior of individual markets, firms, and consumers. Now, class, see the next on screen. Who is known as the father of modern economics? A. Karl Marx. B. John Maynard Keynes. C. Adam Smith. D. Alfred Marshall.
Ma'am, the correct answer is C. Adam Smith.
Exactly, Bushra. Adam Smith is called the father of modern economics because his ideas about free markets and the invisible hand of competition helped shape the way we understand economies today. Okay, class, here's the next question. What does marginal mean in economics? A. Total. B. Additional. C. Average. D. Constant.
Ma'am, the right answer is B. Additional.
That's correct. Marginal means additional. In economics, marginal refers to the additional change or benefit that results from increasing or decreasing something by 1 unit. Next question, class. A consumer's equilibrium is achieved when A. Total utility is maximized. B. Marginal utility per dollar spent is equal for all goods. C. Marginal cost equals average cost. D. The consumer spends all income.
Ma'am, the correct answer is B, marginal utility per dollar spent is equal for all goods.
Exactly. A consumer's equilibrium is achieved when marginal utility per dollar spent is equal for all goods. Now, can anyone explain why this is the correct answer? Here's the next question, class. The demand curve usually slopes A. Upwards, B. Downwards, C. Vertically, D. Horizontally.
Ma'am, the correct answer is B. Downwards.
Correct. Can you explain why the demand curve slopes downwards?
Because as the price of a good decreases, people are willing to buy more of it. And as the price increases, they buy less. It's called the law of demand.
Exactly. The demand curve slopes downwards due to the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. Great explanation. Alright, class, here's the next question. Which of the following is not a factor of production? A. Land, B. Labor, C. Money, D. Capital.
Ma'am, I think C money is the correct option.
Correct. Now, why do you think money is not considered a factor of production?
Because money itself doesn't produce anything, it's just a medium of exchange. The real factors of production are land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship.
Exactly. Factors of production are resources directly involved in producing goods and services. Money is used to acquire these resources but isn't a productive resource itself. Well done. Okay, class, here's the next question for you. A rational consumer aims to A. Minimize consumption, B. Maximize utility, C. Equalize prices, D. Reduce costs.
Ma'am, the right answer is B. Maximize utility.
That's right. And why do you think maximizing utility is the goal of a rational consumer?
Because utility measures satisfaction and a rational consumer tries to get the most satisfaction from their available resources?
Here's the next question, class. When resources are fully employed, the economy operates A. Inside the PPC, B. Outside the PPC, C. On the PPC, D. Above the PPC.
Ma'am, the correct answer is C, on the PPC.
Correct. Why do you think the economy operates on the PPC when resources are fully employed?
Because the PPC shows the most an economy can produce when everything is used efficiently.
Next question. Class. The concept of invisible hand was introduced by A. David Ricardo, B. Adam Smith C. Alfred Marshall, D. John Hicks.
Ma'am, the concept of invisible hand was introduced by Adam Smith. B. Adam Smith is correct option.
Correct, Bushra. Can you explain what the invisible hand means?
It's the idea that individuals working for their own self-interest can help the economy as a whole without intending to.
Exactly. Let's move to the next question, class. What is the primary goal of microeconomics? A. Understand aggregate economic behavior. B. Analyze individual and business decision making. C. Study inflation and unemployment. D. Determine fiscal policy.
Ma'am, the primary goal of microeconomics is B, analyze individual and business decision making.
That's right, Ange. Can you explain why that's the goal of microeconomics?
Because microeconomics looks at how individuals and businesses make choices about what to buy, sell, or produce based on resources and prices.
Exactly. Microeconomics focuses on the smaller parts of the economy, like consumers, businesses, and markets, to understand how decisions are made. Great answer. Moving forward to next question. Which of the following is a positive economic statement? A. The government should increase subsidies. B. Unemployment reduces standard of living. C. Inflation rate is 5%. D. Taxes should be reduced for small businesses.
Ma'am, option C, inflation rate is 5% is positive economic statement.
Correct. Why do you think inflation rate is 5% positive economic statement?
Because it's based on facts and can be tested or measured, not opinions or values.
Good, Nishant. Next question, class. The shape of the PPC depends on A. Availability of resources. B. Efficiency of resources. C. Opportunity cost. D. All of the above.
The right answer is D, all of the above,
Why do you think that's the right answer?
because the availability and efficiency of resources determine how much we can produce. Also, the shape changes with opportunity cost. If the cost increases, the PPC curves outward.
Exactly, well explained. Let's move to next. The term Ceteris paribus means A. All variables are constant. B. All things being equal. C. There is no scarcity. D. Unlimited wants.
The term Ceteris paribus means B, all things being equal.
Good. Can you explain what that means?
It means we look at one thing changing while keeping everything else the same to see its effect clearly.
Great explanation. Next question, class. If a country produces on its PPC, it indicates A. Efficient resource utilization. B. Unemployment. C. Economic growth. D. Excess resources.
If a country produces on its PPC, it indicates A. Efficient resource utilization.
If a country produces on its PPC, it indicates efficient resource utilization. Correct. Can you explain what that means?
It means the country is using all its resources fully and efficiently without any waste.
Good. Here's the next question. Which of the following does not affect demand? A. Price of the good. B. Income of the consumer. C. Price of inputs. D. Taste and preferences.
Ma'am, C. Price of inputs is the correct answer
Right. Why is that the correct answer?
because the price of inputs affects the supply of a product, not the demand for it.
Exactly. Demand is influenced by factors like price, income, and preferences, while input prices mainly impact production and supply. Well done. Next question, class. Which of the following is an assumption of microeconomics? A. Government intervention in all markets. B. Unlimited resources. C. Rational behavior of consumers. D. Increasing marginal utility.
Ma'am, C. Rational behavior of consumers is correct answer.
Correct, Ansh. Can you explain why rational behavior of consumers is an assumption of microeconomics?
It means consumers are assumed to make choices that give them the most satisfaction based on their preferences and budget.
Exactly. Microeconomics assumes that consumers think logically to maximize their satisfaction. Great answer. Move to next. The concept of elasticity of demand was developed by A. Alfred Marshall, B. Adam Smith, C. David Ricardo, D. John Maynard Keynes.
The concept of elasticity of demand was developed by A. Alfred Marshall.
Good. Can you explain what elasticity of demand means?
It shows how much the quantity demanded changes when the price of a good changes.
Yes, elasticity measures how sensitive consumers are to price changes, and this concept was developed by Alfred Marshall. Next question, class. A straight line PPC represents. A straight line PPC represents A. Constant opportunity cost. B. Increasing opportunity cost. C. Decreasing opportunity cost. D. Zero opportunity cost.
The correct is A. Constant opportunity cost.
Correct, Bushra. A straight line PPC represents constant opportunity cost. Can you explain why?
Because a straight line means the trade-off between two goods stays the same. So the opportunity cost doesn't change.
Good. Next question, class. Which of the following is true about normative economics? A. It is based on facts and observations. B. It deals with what is. C. It deals with what ought to be. D. It makes no value judgments.
The correct answer is C. It deals with what ought to be.
Correct. Can you explain why that's the right answer?
Because normative economics is about opinions and value judgments, focusing on what should be done, like policies or goals for society.
Exactly. Normative economics is all about what should happen based on values and beliefs. Great job. Here's the next question. The scarcity of resources gives rise to A. Inflation. B. Choice. C. Economic growth. D. Unlimited production.
The scarcity of resources gives rise to B. Choice.
Correct. Why do you think scarcity leads to choice?
Because when resources are limited, we have to decide how to use them wisely, choosing between different goods and services.
Exactly. Scarcity forces us to make choices about how to allocate our limited resources. Well done. Here's the next question. If a point is outside the PPC, it indicates A. Attainable and efficient production. B. Attainable but inefficient production. C. Unattainable with current resources. D. Underutilization of resources.
If a point is outside the PPC, it indicates C. Unattainable with current resources.
Correct. Can you explain why that's the case?
Because any point outside the PPC shows a level of production that exceeds what the economy can produce with its available resources.
Correct. Next question. What is the main assumption behind the PPC model? A. Resources are unlimited. B. Technology remains constant. C. There is no opportunity cost. D. Demand equals supply.
The right answer is B. Technology remains constant.
Yes, the answer is right. Can you tell me why technology remains constant is the main assumption behind the PPC model? Yes, the answer is right. Can you tell me why technology remains constant is the main assumption behind the PPC model? Okay, good. Now class, here's last question for today's video. Which of the following would shift the PPC outward? A. Improved technology. B. Unemployment. C. Reduction in resources. D. Decrease in population.
The correct answer is A. Improved technology.
Yes, right answer. Now give me reason why improved technology is shift the PPC outward.
When technology improves, the economy can produce more goods with the same resources. This increases the economy's capacity, so the PPC shifts outward, meaning more goods can be produced.
Okay students, that's it for today's video. We covered some important multiple choice questions to help you prepare for your exams. Keep practicing and don't forget to review these key concepts. See you in the next session. Keep up the great work.